What's going on? It's your girl Tampa Mystic, and we are back with another episode of the industry's most wanted podcast. I got Houston checking in tonight, but y'all got to stay tuned for it. Hey, and we are back live and direct once again. We're live on the industry's most wanted podcast. I got Mike Reeves checking tonight. He's one of my new favorite artists, producers, engineers, but we're gonna talk about all that, man. Your time to shine. Shout out to everybody checking in across the board. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. We live everywhere. Introduce yourself.
Oh man, what's going on, world, man? I go by the name of Mike Reeves, R&B singer, writer, producer, engineer, and I'm just trying to keep good R&B alive, y'all, man. And hopefully, y'all reciprocate what I'm trying to give y'all, man.
Well, hold on. No, I'm about to correct you. You're not trying. You're doing. You're doing it.
Yeah.
You're definitely
Yes,
doing it
man,
because
for sure.
I'm a fan off of just what I've heard so far, and I know that you got a large catalog of music. So I'm excited to have you on here tonight. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, me and my business partner Shaw Cypher, we posted the official review that we did on the industry's most wanted Instagram. So go check it out. It was very genuine
Yeah.
from the heart. We don't sugarcoat nothing around here. You dig?
Oh man, I
So
appreciate y'all, man.
listen, really, really dope. I mean, everything I said, man, it's just and they're gonna hear it tonight. If you guys have not had the opportunity to hear his record called Addicted, which we're gonna check out tonight, that he produced and engineered, he wrote it, sung it, he did it whole 9 yards, you know what I'm saying? You had complete
Yeah.
creative control over that record. So let's just jump into it though, man. Are you originally from Houston?
No, I was born in Baltimore, raised in Chicago, and I
Okay.
came out here when I was like, I think it was like 11, and
Okay.
I've been out here ever since. So, I mean, you can kind of say that, but you
If you've been out there since 11, you've been there for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out
right,
to Joe Blast who made this possible. He and I have developed a great business relationship. I just want to take a quick minute to shout him out because I met him through Michael, who is the owner of Digital Radio Tracker. Michael and I have been doing business
mm,
together for years, and he introduced Joe and I. So, and Joe has now introduced us. So you see how everything comes together. It makes full circle. You dig?
come on now.
Yeah. So you've been in Houston, you said since 11. So yeah, you pretty much grew up there. That's what you know is home.
Right.
What's it been like for you in Houston? First and foremost, it's a beautiful city. I've been there
Yes.
before and it was very welcoming, very hot.
Yeah.
But a
Yeah.
whole lot of
Yeah.
talent, what's it like out there for you?
Oh man, Houston is amazing as far as like to live and just the culture shock. They have every diversity of ethnicities out here, so you kind of see everybody and everything.
Yeah.
But on the music scene, um, I feel like that's kind of where we are lacking in certain areas when it comes to R&B. Like the rap scene is popping. We got B King, Megan Thee
Right.
Stallion, Travis Scott, but there's really not a lot of avenues for R&B acts. That's why you don't see a lot of names, of R&B artists coming out the city. So, but other than that, Houston is a beautiful place, man. The support is nice. Like it's just, I feel like we don't have a lot of brand areas to brand, us as R&B acts.
Listen, I totally agree. I like I said on my review, I'm a sucker for R&B music. I fell in love with R&B from forever ago, but like I really enjoyed the 90s and early 2000 era,
Yes,
taking it back to like H Town, which is one of my favorite
come on now.
legendary ever, Jodeci, and I know R. Kelly's a little
Yeah,
weird, but he's a genius when creating, and the list goes on, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So that was totally like the era that I fell in love. And I think, people today, a lot of them have gotten away from that type of creativity. And when I
correct.
listen to your music, it brought me back to that. Like I said, it doesn't sound, it sounds current, but with an old school vibe. And I was just like, this is totally what we're missing right now. And
Correct.
but it is harder, we'll say, to
Right.
market artists like you, because with the young generation, and there's no disrespect to y'all youngins, but y'all youngins want all that trap music and stuff. And it's like, you
Yeah.
know, when I first moved to Atlanta back in 2013, because I'm such a lover of R&B music, I seen the lack of support. So what I started
Yeah.
doing up until not too long before the pandemic, I was doing artist showcases, but I specifically did an all R&B showcase once a month here in
Damn.
Atlanta. Nobody else was doing that. So I was like,
Right.
I'm coming in to change things around here. And people used to
Man.
love that because they came with the anticipation of knowing they're going to hear nothing but great R&B all night. You know what I'm saying? They would be singing
Exactly.
live. And
Exactly.
so I think more people need to get involved and do stuff like that. So with that being said, is there any type of those opportunities at all in Houston for artists like yourself?
I mean, we actually create them. Like
Got to.
me and a group of guys. Yeah, it's me and a group of guys, and we was doing it every Sunday, like you said, before the pandemic. And we
Right.
actually brought it back a little bit afterwards.
Okay, good.
But basically, every Sunday we'll just have an R&B showcase. You know, and we had the hardest acts that we know, the hottest acts, and everybody would come out and like shut it down. And we have a packed house every Sunday because who doesn't want to hear good R&B? You
Man,
know, so like but like usually when you go to a showcase, it's like 99% rap, and it's probably
yes.
like 1%, of an R&B act. So you already know how it is, man. But I
I
feel
know.
like if people just supported R&B like they used to, because it used to be the top tier, in the music industry,
Right.
but now it's kind of like falling on the back end. But I feel like it's coming back around,
No, I
as far as
agree.
when it comes to mainstream, as far as when it comes to mainstream.
Shout out to my business partner with the Grind Report checking in. That's Shaw Cypher. He's the one that I did the music review from, and you are featured in our
Yeah,
most recent issue of the Grind Report magazine. So we appreciate
thank
you
you
being a
guys.
part. Like you're family now. Like you a whole part of everything we got going on. You know.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad to be a part
Absolutely.
of it.
Of course. So let's talk a little bit about the music that you actually create, but let's go back
Yeah,
to how it all started. Like how did you recognize that you actually had a voice?
I honestly didn't. I didn't start singing till I was 16. I literally I visited my sister, and like I used to go over there after school every day, and there was a group next door that was signed to Music World, Matthew Knowles, and like
Okay. Okay.
I would hear them singing through the walls. You know what I'm saying? And then one day I was just like intrigued. I went and knocked on their door. It was like, can y'all teach me, to do what y'all doing? And they actually took me in, and that's how I actually learned and started, singing. I never
Mm.
grew up singing. I grew up playing the violin. I play 9 different instruments, so I grew up.
Wow. Okay, so you're very musically inclined.
Yes, yeah, yeah, man. So I grew up playing in the music, but singing was something I never was doing. So like that's kind of what brought me in, and then just growing up, how I grew up with a lot of trials and tribulations. I did it a way to express myself, and I felt like that was a good way to do it. So that's what
Man.
really locked me in.
That's surprising because you have such a powerful voice. I would have thought that you was one of the ones that like came out the womb
Mm,
singing,
mm.
like I'm here.
No, but it's definitely it goes back to what you said as far as like the music that you grew up on. My mother always played Al Green, Marvin Gaye.
The
Like
best ever.
she's playing Babyface. So Brian McKnight, she loved him. So like I'm just
Yes.
studying. As a kid, I'm studying all that, and I'm mirroring what they're doing, and so that's kind of how I pattern even my style today. That's why you feel like, oh, I still feel that 90s, 2000 feel, but I keep the beat current. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I keep the beat current and I can still sing with the old vibe, it brings both parties together. So I can still touch, 18 to 24, and I can get to 30 and up because of the soul in my voice and the maturity in my voice. So I understand, what I'm trying to bring and what I'm trying to do for the culture of R&B.
Hey, you're definitely doing it. And once again, we're currently live streaming on two Facebook accounts, Twitch,
Nice.
Twitter, and YouTube. We ain't just on YouTube,
Mm,
y'all. We like across the board. So if you guys are tuning in, I see a lot of people tune in. Make sure you leave a comment inside the comment section so Mike Reeves knows that you're checked in. Show these artists some love because one of the things, I'm just going to touch on this ever so quickly. One of the hardest things to do as an artist, especially an independent artist, is to get people to support you.
yeah,
Doing shows and interviews, it's tough to, or even to go stream your album and stuff. It's hard to get people to support you until they really see, oh, he's got a buzz now. So make sure you guys
right.
let Mike Reeves know you're here. Show some love. Joe Blass said he didn't know that it was 9 instruments.
Yeah. I play every instrument in orchestra. I started off in orchestra. So violin, viola, bass, cello, I can play every single instrument. Piano, I grew up playing the drums in church, guitar as well. So I just
That's so amazing, bro. Like I've always been like infatuated with that. I think my love for music started because I remember my dad when I was little, he's put headphones
mm,
on me and I listened to music. But my uncle, he didn't play nine, he played three. He played the drums, the guitar, and the keyboard. And I would just sit
nice.
there and watch him create music and I was so like infatuated with it. I think that's where it started for me. So
Right.
what was your favorite song to sing when you first started singing?
Incomplete by Cisco.
I'm
That
gonna
that
ask you to sing it. I'm gonna
that
ask you to
song,
sing.
man. I won a talent show singing that song when I was like 16 or something, 17. Yeah. I used to
Hey,
sing that song all the time. I used to love you
well,
here.
why don't you sing it right now? Like no better time than right now. Like you ain't gotta. You just give us like 15 seconds. Like I'm gonna tell you something. Anybody knows Tampa Mystic that I'm a sucker for R&B music, and if someone that I know can sing, I'm gonna make them sing on the spot. You
Oh
dig?
yeah,
Warm them
yeah, yeah.
vocals up. Let's hear a little bit.
Oh man, let me see. Bright lights, fancy restaurants, everything in this world that a man could want. Got a bank account bigger than a law should allow. Still I'm lonely now. Pretty faces from the covers of the magazine. From their covers to my covers, wanna lay with me. Framing fortunes to the fame. I'm just a grown man running out of time. Even though it seems I have everything, I don't wanna be a lonely fool.
That's fire.
Yeah,
Like
man.
you have I just want to speak on that for a second. You have a really just organically nice voice. You don't need all the extras. And I'm not knocking it. If somebody needs a little auto tunes and stuff, that's cool. I'm
Right.
a fan of it. Like some people they can't stand it. I actually think it's a great tool because it can help appease the
Oh
ear a little
yeah,
bit. You know
most
what I'm saying?
definitely.
But just for you to sing like that a cappella, man, like that was beautiful. You did that.
Oh man, thank you, thank you.
You definitely did that. So let's fast forward a little bit. You started singing and you've been playing instruments, 9 of them. Like Joe
Right.
said, the modern day Mozart.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely.
Um, what else besides music, coming up maybe through your teenage years, what else was an interest for you, if anything at all? Were you
Oh
taught
yeah, yeah.
music?
Before music, I was athletic. I'm 6'4".
I would say you look tall.
Yeah, so like I played college basketball. I was going to enter the draft after my junior year. I had a full scholarship to go to Rice University, but I got my legs snapped in half my junior year.
Oh
Yeah, and
my
it kind
gosh, took you out the
of
game.
yeah, it took me out the game. I had to have like 4 surgeries and things like that. So like before the music, like I was just solely focused on the game of ball and just trying to be successful in that area and graduating. So I did, I got my associates and stuff. But once I got my legs snapped, it kind of threw me off. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I had to make a choice whether I'm going to stick with the ball or the music. And I just chose to do the music, man. I ain't want to
I'm
feel like
glad that you did, because I'll tell you one thing, I've never been injured in that manner, but I know people who have, and it's like once you
mm,
injure yourself, especially something like your knee, because that's a sensitive area,
right,
it's never the same again. I don't care how
right.
many surgeries you have or how much you rehabilitate it and go through physical therapy, it's never going to be the same
Yeah,
again.
it's never the same.
And it's not just mental, I mean, physical, it's also mental. If you're out there playing, you're going to constantly be worrying about re-injuring it again. So it's like,
Correct.
you might as well just, hey, let me move to the next thing that I'm really good at, and that's music.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, man. Because I actually had a dilemma, man. I had a choice to finish school or sign a deal. I was offered like a deal back in the day. I think it was with Bone Thugs and Harmony. The singer,
The
their
thug is
wife.
small.
Yeah, the lady who sang that actually.
Yeah,
They're trying to sign me. I think it's for like six.
Tasha.
Yeah, like they're trying to sign me for like 60,000 or something. And I was just like, hesitant, but I was so good at ball, like I wasn't focused on the music.
Right, understood.
So
I look at situations like that. It didn't happen for a reason. God always comes in and intervenes with whatever
right,
it is, and we can't later on have regrets. Like, dang, I should have signed that. He intervened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm obviously a huge Bone fan, but it wasn't meant to be. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
um, with that being said, what are some of the things that you're working on right now? We got this record we're gonna check out in a
Ooh.
few minutes. That's like me and Shaw Cypher are a major fan of this Addicted record, but you got your showcases that you're doing.
Hmm.
What else? What else are you? What is Mike Reeves
Oh
got going on right now?
man, I have my hand in because I write, and I compose for a lot of celebrities. So like I did Chris Sale's album.
Wow,
I'm on the Marvin Hardwick's album that came out, and we actually nominated for a Grammy. And we're actually working on another record now.
that's big.
I got songs with too many people from Kevin Gates. I got a song that I've done. Uh, I got Don Benjamin, the model. I got records with him. 80 from Compton.
Mm,
Like I have a resume that'll blow your mind. Like if I actually was to speak on the things that I actually have my hand on in the industry. I just, I don't, I'm kind of old school, so like I don't post pictures. I
you're
don't be
so
posting.
humble.
Yeah, I don't post like even when I'm in the studio with these guys. Like I'm never posting. I don't take pictures. Oh, the basketball player Daniel House. I'm producing his whole album.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
so.
So it's just like, I'm always working, and I'm just my main thing is just just building a legacy for my family. And breaking generational curses. That we've had. So
Facts. And I
uh,
respect that a lot too, because you and I both know a lot of people will do stuff like that just for clout to get the attention.
correct, correct.
And I'm with you too. Like I've been doing these interviews for like 11 years now, and majority of the interviews that I conduct by my choice are artists on the rise because I want to be a part of their journey. I don't want to
Come
jump
on,
on after they've already blew up.
correct,
You don't need me at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like I
correct.
want to be a part of the journey. I want to help you rise to get to that point. So I love the fact that you're so humble, man. And like you said, it's bigger than you. You got family.
Yes,
God's always going to be first because he's always going to see us through every situation.
yes.
Coming into 2022, man, like I'm not big on resolutions per se, but I'm always big on setting goals. It's important
Right.
for us to set goals in life, period. What are some of the things that we can see from Mike Reeves in 2022 that we did not see in 2021? What new do you have in store that you don't mind sharing with us?
Oh yeah. First, an album. I haven't dropped an album in like going on 3 years. So all I've been doing is working on my craft, um, trying to perfect what I think needs to be perfected in me as an artist, so I can, give the best entertainment that I can with you guys. So I'm actually working on my album. It's almost done. We got a reality TV show coming out.
Mm.
Uh, courtesy of Joe Blast. We got a
Shout out
brand new.
Joe Bless.
Yeah, man, that's the big homie, man.
That
And
is the homie.
we actually are starting a brand new label
Okay.
called For the House Entertainment with the basketball player Daniel House. And so like I
I know he
have,
making big moves right now too.
yeah, yeah, what I'm saying. So like 2022 should be a pretty good year for everybody who likes real good R&B. And then we got Daniel House coming out with his rap album, and that's it's fire. I got my hands all on that project, so
Man,
I'm just hoping that I can get the people something good, and something timeless. I feel like music isn't timeless anymore, and I
listen,
feel
I
like
agree. It's that
uh,
microwave generation.
right, that's why they gotta keep coming out with records back to back. Like I don't want to be like that. I want to actually, make meaningful music, stuff that is gonna last for years to come. So that's what I'm trying to do. In 2022, I'm trying to introduce like myself to the world in that essence. So yeah.
Absolutely. Who would be an artist that you would love to share a stage with? That if you could get out there and get on stage with them and just rock the crowd, who would that be?
Mm, too many. I really wish. I really wish I would have been able to meet Mike.
I was about
That's
to say, I know MJ got to be one of them.
Yeah, like that's the goat. That's the goat as
Yes,
far as live
period.
performance and entertainment. Um, I would definitely love to work with. I'm kind of weird. I love Indy Ari as far as like
Okay.
what she brings. I think Tank is like the hardest
Oh,
R&B
pause
artist.
right there. Pause. Pause. Super pause. I was going to ask you this earlier, and because my mind be in a million different places, I'm
Right.
so glad that you mentioned Tank's name again. I need you to do that Tank challenge.
Which one?
When we are done with this, go to his Instagram.
Oh, they're singing. He's singing that one song.
Chris
I think I.
Chris Brown, I think. Was it Chris Brown? One of them. He got the challenge right now, but because I think you can super sing, hey, put it
Yeah,
out there and tag him. He posted on his
yeah,
Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, it's free promo. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm glad
yeah.
you said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I was like, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, I meant to ask you that. Okay, go ahead.
Oh
So Tank
yeah,
will definitely be one of them.
yeah. Tank.
Come and talk to me. That's it.
Yeah, that's the song. Yeah, that's the song that they're singing. But I think like I said, I'm very rare. Marvin Gaye would have been dope. I think he's Stevie
Super
Wonder.
legendary. Oh yeah.
Stevie Wonder, like these new cats. I don't take nothing from them, but they don't touch my spirit like with their
They don't
R&B
touch
records.
mine either.
You know what I'm saying? So like it doesn't make me be like I want to touch the stage with them. But I do like Luke James. I feel like
Oh
he
yeah.
slept on as far as like a soulful singer. Anthony Hamilton and and a couple of the greats like that. Like I love to touch the stage with real R&B acts. Jamie Foxx, amazing singer.
Oh, I love Jamie Foxx because he's so well versed. Like he's so
Yeah,
talented as an actor, and of course he can sing, and I'm sure he does a million other things. Kind of like Master P.
right.
Master P is the goat to me because he has his hands in so many things, and he puts other people
hmm
in position to boss up. When are you gonna be back in Atlanta?
Man, I'm actually in Atlanta probably like every other 2 to 3 weeks. My whole family's out there, and my mom like I'm definitely gonna be out there a little bit more. My mom's like battling cancer right now, so
Oh, I'm so
I
sorry to hear that.
oh
She gonna
man,
pull through. God got her.
yeah, I was just gonna say that. What I'm saying, like I'm not missing a beat with that. That's my rock, that's my lady. So I'm trying to be out there as much as I can. And
Please.
then
So she's out here in Atlanta.
my whole family's out there. I'm the
Oh well,
only
yeah, yeah. You got to come see Mom
I'm the
Dukes
only
of
one
love
here.
all over her. Yes.
Yeah, I'm the only one still in Houston. They've been trying to get me to move back out there for forever, but I got a family here, and I was
It's
kind of
understandable,
yeah,
yeah.
I kind of started here, and once I kind of get things in motion of what I've already established here, then I'll be able to branch out and start building in Atlanta the way I need to.
I totally respect it. Like I wanted to move to Atlanta forever ago, but I waited till my son graduated. I'm an OG, y'all. I
Smart,
waited till my son
smart.
graduated high school and left for the military. Once he did that, I was a single mom, so I was like, now it's my turn. Prior to that, I
hmm
had to cater to my family. I had to cater to my son. Make
Right,
sure rather than moving him around from school to school. So listen, I totally get it. When you have a family, if you're wife and kids, it's not just you're uprooting your whole family. So I totally respect it. But you could jump on a
right.
plane anytime.
Yeah,
And like I said, I mentioned that because I wanted to extend the personal invite to have you come to our studio and do an in-person
yes,
interview. Whenever you're out here, I would
man.
love to have you stop through.
You just let me know when and the time, and I pull up.
That's most definitely. So, let's talk a little bit about the music business because it's one of the toughest, in my opinion, businesses to learn because there's
Ooh,
a lot of people get messed over because they
snakes.
don't take the time to learn the music business, right?
Right,
Artists, please, please, it's like any other business. You don't start a tax business, or you don't start a barber shop without understanding the ins and outs of the business,
Correct.
and it's no
Correct.
different with this music. This is your career. So with
Right.
that being said, what we're going to talk on two sides, if you don't mind.
Right.
What's been like the a low point or a struggle or a major lesson that you had to get through, and how did you get through it since you've been taking this music seriously?
Um, 2000, 2014, I had my first deal with Alumni Music Group, Kid Inc. and the whole team over there, Adrian Swish and all those guys. So I didn't know about being like having a middleman negotiate your contracts. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't, I've been knowing the guy since I was 18. I think I was like 24 at the time. So I was trusting the process, trusting him. And ended up getting screwed. Couldn't do nothing for like 2 years.
Mm,
Bought a house, bought all this stuff. The Challenger when it first came out, and then once I got somebody else to look at the contract, I pulled out of it, and then I didn't know, all the clause and what I couldn't do if this happened, and end up losing everything that I just bought.
dang.
And then with how I grew up, it hit me a little bit harder because like it was finally like a break from poverty to
Right.
success.
It's almost like a
And
slap in the face, like, dang.
yeah, because then you publicize it to the world. You going live, you show the world, and then about 2 3 months later, you back in the hood, and so it just looked jacked up. It felt jacked up.
Yeah.
Uh, and then you just got to deal with people who like this game is like one of the dirtiest games ever. I had to
Yeah.
learn.
It is.
I
It's a
had
dirty game.
yeah, man. I had to learn the hard way that you have to have a team. Like you can't do it by yourself. You have to have a team that knows the litigations of
You have to have
how
a
to
Joe Blast
properly.
on your side.
Yeah, like you got to have people in place to kind of guide you through this because everybody doesn't want to help you to help you. They want to help you to help themselves. So
Facts. That's true.
I had to learn that and then start learning. Okay, I need to study the business a little bit more. I need to understand what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah.
Because everybody's not your friend. So you have to go in there with that mentality and know business has to be handled first. I don't care how cool we are. Let's get the black and white out
Yes.
the way. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the lowest part of my life as far as like getting the deal. Being
Yeah.
on, being on MTV, Source magazines, like all of that shit. Like I was big time, and
Yeah. Well, thank you for being so transparent and sharing that with us because stuff like that we need to share with people. And we need to not be embarrassed or whatever by it because we all go through struggles in life.
right,
And I like to share that kind of stuff because it could help somebody else. Like it could help somebody else from getting in the same kind of messed up situation that,
right,
so the what you guys, any artists, need to take away from that is if someone wants you to sign a contract, please get legal representation to actually
please.
read through that contract, and make sure you're not screwing yourself,
Yeah,
because
and don't. And another tip, another not to cut you off, but
no,
another
you
tip
good.
that a lot of people fall for and they get screwed is they go through a legal team with the people that they're about to sign with.
Yeah, don't do that either. No,
Don't
get your own
get
representation.
your own representative, please. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I went wrong. Like I told you, like I went wrong trusting him, and he the one brought the team. So
Yeah, but when you
uh,
young, you just be like wanting to get on so bad
yeah,
that you will fall for the okey doke, basically.
yes, yes.
Like Joe just said, get the right deal, not just a deal. And
Come on,
that's a big statement because in life, every move we make has to make sense. It has to make
correct.
sense. And that comes with being proactive rather than reactive, doing your
Yep,
homework, reading through stuff, getting legal representation. Because
right,
otherwise you're gonna end up learning a major lesson. And I mean, not that it's always such a bad thing. It is not good, but never to do that again.
correct, correct.
So let's take it from the opposite side of that. Since you've really been doing music and you're out here and you're working with a lot of great
Right.
people, what's been, and you probably have a few of them, but what's been a big highlight moment that you would love to go back and relive that moment again?
Uh, the highlight moment. I honestly don't feel like I reached it. I feel like I was owed what's coming to me. I've been in the business. I'm 31. I'm telling my age, but
You young. Oh, you
yeah.
young. You
So,
young, young.
but so that's like 13, 14 years, and as far as in the industry, I've been in there 8, and I just feel like until I'm probably like performing, in front of thousands and stuff like that, then I feel like that'll be my highlight. Like me,
Right.
writing for these celebrities and producing for them. I mean, that's a blessing.
It is.
Royalties is good. Things like that. But my highlight is I haven't even reached what my goals are yet. I haven't reached my peak or my dreams. Right now, I'm just enjoying it, man, and taking every blessing that I can get, and just really just trying to put my a stamp in this business. Because that's a
Right.
hard thing to do.
Absolutely. It is
So
hard to do. Like I mentioned early on, one of the hardest things to do is get people to support you. They
right,
generally don't want to support you until you're like really out there popping. And I'm just like, and I understand people got busy lives. I totally get that, but we can carve a little bit of time in there for the people we care about. If
right,
that's your homie, man, pull up on them and support them, or
right,
tune into the interview. Just little things like that go a long way.
right,
Because just like with you being an artist and you're on social media, if one of your fans comments on your stuff, you have to engage back with them, let
correct,
them know, hey, I appreciate you showing love because you didn't have to
correct,
do that. It's just
correct.
little things like that go a long way. But let's talk about this record. It's called Addicted. It's such a
Yeah.
great record. Me and my business partner really enjoyed it, and we really enjoyed doing the review for it. And you literally did everything. You created the whole everything with that song. So talk to us about it.
Oh man. When I made Addicted, I didn't know which way I was gonna go with the record first, because how I make my music, I'll probably make like 5 to 10 beats first before I will before I record to anything. I just want to have a plethora of records so I can just knock something out, go to the next one, knock it out. But once I heard it, it gave me that old school vibe. So I was like, how would I like to approach this, and what would I like to talk about? So I was just like, you know what, addicted. Like I wanted to talk about being, very physically connected to my lady as far as the
Yes.
reference of the song. So that's why I started off like talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Just being very intimate, with your spouse. So I want to, bring real love back into the picture of music, and just that good energy. What I'm saying, of celebrating relationships instead of just being like quick, bang bang here and there. Like I want real love to be back on the forefront of music, because it brings
Yeah.
peace, it brings happiness, and it brings families together. And that's what I think music is about. It's all about tapping into certain type of emotions. And as an artist, you dictate the
Yeah.
emotions that your consumers listen to. So that's how
I
I came
couldn't
up with
agree
Addicted.
more. I like music, especially the type of music that you're creating, that can make people fall in love. Like,
Right. Oh
I
yeah.
know me and my significant other, when we first started dating, we had a playlist that we would play over and over. So now those songs like mean something to me when I listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Because it brings you
Correct.
back to those days of when you're
Right.
falling in love, when you're first meeting somebody. It makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And Addicted is one of those kind of songs. Especially women are
Right.
going to love it because every woman desires to be loved by a man, like
Correct.
it's what we desire. And I think it's a great, great song. What about a visual for it?
Yeah, we actually shooting a visual January. Every like January, I just need to be ready, because I'm gonna flood y'all. I'm
Y'all
gonna
be ready.
I'm gonna flood y'all with some real R&B. Like it ain't no watered down stuff. It ain't like the new waves. Like it's pure R&B. I'm singing. I'm doing runs. I got harmony everywhere. Like I don't just do the BS. Hold a tone here, hold a note there. Like I'm singing through and through for y'all.
Hey, like Tank said on the challenge, if you can't sing it from your chest, you're not a real
Yeah, you ain't a real singer. Yeah.
So, hey, I'm challenging you. I want you to do that
I'm
challenge.
I'm
Please.
gonna do it. I'm gonna
Please,
do
I'm
it.
begging you. That I just think that would be dope because there's honestly only a couple people right now that I know personally, and I, you and I are building a great business relationship that I think can really, really sing. And I have one other
Right.
artist that I know out here in Atlanta who's got a phenomenal voice. And I told him yesterday, I was like, please do this challenge. Like stuff like that
Yeah.
excites me, because I want to see you
Yeah.
guys. You never know, Tank might be
Yeah.
like,
Who
dang,
will pick it up? Yeah.
right.
Right.
Facts, exactly. So, hey, what's the worst that could happen? He doesn't post it. Okay, cool. Move on to the. But you never know. He might think you're dope and post it, and
Right.
you never know who might see it. So, I'm challenging you. But this addicted record is out everywhere. Visuals coming soon. There's a couple things I need you to do before we go ahead and get into the record. If you guys are tuned in and looking on any of the platforms, as you can see, I have his Instagram name scrolling across the bottom of the screen. So you guys
Yeah.
should have went and followed him by now on
Yeah.
Instagram. What other platforms can they keep up with you on besides Instagram?
I'm really on Facebook and Instagram more than anything. I'm on
Okay.
Twitter, and my Twitter, SoundCloud is the same. All my social media and TikTok is Mike_Reeves 89, just like it's displaying here on the bottom.
Yeah.
Nothing's different on every social media website. You can find me with Mike_Reeves 89. And
That's good. You got to have it the same everywhere.
yeah, yeah, I don't need nobody getting lost. I can't find them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Because
it's
people get
the
short
same.
attention span.
Yeah, yeah. So it's the same, man. Y'all just check me out and enjoy the journey, man. Because I'm gonna have to get more engaged with social media and things like that with the new journey that I'm going upon. So I
Yes.
appreciate all the support, man. For real.
Yep, Shaw Cypher said you're a dope artist. He definitely is a dope artist. And you have a good vibe too. Like I can feel that you have good energy. And anybody that knows me and knows that every time I don't really even like to really consider these interviews. I like to say it's a
Right.
conversation. We're having a great conversation.
Yeah.
One of the things I always talk about is people's energy, because energy,
It's
you can't
everything.
destroy it. Yeah, you can't destroy.
Yeah.
You can transfer it, but you can't destroy it. So being around good energy is everything, and I feel
Right.
like you have that great energy. And I'm excited to continue to work with you. Big, big,
Thank
big
you.
shout out to Joe Blast, man. Thank you for making this connection.
Thank you.
Like I said, you guys heard it right here. I'm extending that personal invite when you come out here to see your family. I would love for you
Thank
to come by we have a beautiful recording studio in Conyers. Come by and get that in-person interview, and it'll be
you.
a
Yeah.
whole vibe.
Yes, ma'am. I'm with it.
So, who do you want to shout out to? I know you got a lot of people that's showing
Oh
you love. Who are those
man.
people for you?
Oh man. My whole family. Joe Blast. I love Joe Blast, man. He been like really looking out for me and teaching me the game and put me on projects for like the last 4 to 5 years. My lady, she always supports me. Daniel House, my mom, and my bros, my family, people who actually, because there was times I wanted to quit the music, and
Mm,
my god brothers would be like, no, 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 like you ain't, you too talented, what I'm saying, like you can't give it up and this and that, my partner Dewey, Chuck, Berto, Seaboy, I only got like 4 real like partners that I, ever, associate with, because like you
yeah,
said, energy is everything, and
it is.
where I'm going, I can't bring everybody with me. So if you're not with the same mentality and things like that, like we're not rocking. So like that's
Hey,
my main core.
that's facts. I tell people all the time, it ain't personal, it's business. Like,
Come on,
we've got
man.
to make right business decisions. Don't take it personal if you're not
Correct.
going with me. It's just,
Yep.
we ain't in the same space.
That's it.
Period.
That's it.
Not everyone is meant to go along our journey, like you said, and we have to do that unapologetically. Period.
Right.
We'll see you at the top.
That's it. You know.
um, the last thing I need you to do before we get into this record. So we are live and direct on the industry's most wanted podcast with your girl
Right.
Tampa Mystic. I got Mike Reeves checking in, so I got to know what makes Mike Reeves the industry's most wanted.
Oh man. I don't know how to answer that.
From the heart, genuinely.
Man, just bringing that good feel, man, that good R&B, something that's really missing, man. That's gonna make me the industry's most wanted because
Yeah.
I feel like people, need what I'm trying to bring, so that's just gonna make me stand out the most.
Facts. Just being yourself, giving them you
Yeah,
organically. This is who I am. Shout out to everybody who checked in. Once again, we're live on 2 Facebook accounts. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Twitch. We're live on
yeah,
YouTube. So we got people tuned in across the board. So thank you guys, everybody that took the time. Shout out once again to Joe
thank
Blast.
you.
I appreciate you. My business partner, Shaw Cypher, I appreciate you. So listen. Oh, and make sure y'all check out Mike Reeves in the next issue
Yeah.
of the Grind Report magazine. It's a good way to end the year, you dig?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we about to get into the record. It's called Addicted. Again, you did everything about this song.
Yeah.
You wrote it, you sang it, you sang it. You didn't sing it, you sang it.
Yeah.
Produced it, engineered it, everything. So, big congrats on everything that you're doing. Wish
Thank
you
you.
nothing but success. So, without further ado, go ahead and introduce this record.
Man, industry's most wanted, man. This record right here is called Addicted. It's out on every platform. I hope you guys enjoy it, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Hey,
Enjoy.
let's go.
Industry's most wanted.
Hey, that's
Y'all
my
better
song.
listen up. This is the record right here. Baby making music.
Talk to me, babe. Though it's been a while, won't you tell me what you're missing? Talk to me, babe. Lay you on
Man,
the bed, turn you down while I'm kissing on your face. I'm doing all the things that make you scream my name. Talk to me, babe. We got a night out, about to do it again. She can't get enough of this love. Hands on your neck, she like how I run for her. Squeeze and scratch and pull the covers off, yeah. Pull your hair, you got nowhere to run.
That's right, Sean Cypher.
Tie you to the bed, you like when I do you dirty. When we out in public, out of eye, we steady flirting. All these things you know I do for you. All these things you know I do for you. I put the flash on, I'm kissing your thigh. I'm lit in this bed, feeling the vibe. You running the shit, I'm killing it right. I got that shit you need tonight. I put the flash on, I'm kissing your thigh. I'm lit in this bed, feeling the vibe. You running the shit, I'm killing it right. I got that shit you need tonight. My body all over your body, babe. Your body all over my body, babe. Yeah. My body all over your body, it's your body, babe. And tonight I want. She can't get enough of this love. Hands on your neck, she like how I run for her. Squeeze and scratch and pull the covers off. Yeah. Pull your hair, you got nowhere to run. You know what I mean? Turn you to the bed, you like when I do. Yeah. We out in public, out of eye, we stand. You know that pussy, all these things you know I do for you. All these things you know I do for you. You know I do this shit for you. Stop playing. You know that pussy must stop playing.
Hey.
come on.
Come on now. It's a whole vibe. Listen, I really, really enjoyed
Man,
time spending with you tonight. Thank you for taking time. I know you got family and you got a lot of
yeah,
stuff going on. So I just wanted to thank you as well for taking time with us right here on Industry's Most Wanted. Shaw Cypher said, that's my shit, real
real
fact. You
fast.
dig?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Joe Black said, wait till you see the visual.
Yeah,
I can't wait. I can't wait to
yeah,
see it because that's gonna bring a whole nother vibe to it. It's like you listen to it and you picture it, but when you actually do that visual, it brings it to
yeah.
complete life. So
Come on now.
you said January?
Yes, January, y'all gonna be having all that. Y'all gonna be
Word.
having everything y'all need.
Man, well, once again, shout out to everybody tuned in, checked in. It's your girl, Tampa Mystic, Industry's Most Wanted. We about to get up out of here, though. Mike Reeves, bro, I
Man,
appreciate you. Much love.
man, I appreciate y'all, everybody at Industry's Most Wanted and the Ground Report, man. All the love I've been receiving from you guys, man. Greatly appreciate it. Thank
It's
you
all
guys for the
love. We're going to
support.
keep working. You dig?
Yes, yes, ma'am, man. But
And
everybody, man.
I'm gonna be looking for that tank challenge. I'm gonna stalk you
Oh,
until I see it.
listen, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it once we get off of here. I'm gonna tag you.
Please,
I'm gonna
please,
tag you.
because I'm gonna make sure Tank gonna see me tagging him. And I'm like, Tank, come on, brother.
Yeah,
Most
yes,
definitely.
ma'am.
Well, you guys enjoy your Sunday night. Be blessed. Be safe. Have a great and productive week. And we out
Yeah.
of here.